So I'm hoping this works well. I might turn this fan off. I'll give you a couple of minutes to get, or a minute to get kind of organized while I do. Excellent, good stuff. So this Facebook one is Heart to Hips. It's the Wednesday class, and what I'm going to do for it is keep it on Facebook, and then I won't record the next one until Saturday. So the next one will be on Saturday for the weekend, just so you're aware. We're going to start by getting our march on. Excellent, excellent. So happy, today is Monday, but if you're doing this Wednesday, happy Wednesday. Excellent, excellent. We're gonna come across tapping, and I might be coming up to the device just because I tried to find a clock in here. And with the world of technology going toward devices, it's really hard to find one. So I will have to do a little pop up to the screen. You can stay in your spot, you can do whatever. As you can see, is a beautiful out. Although I have to say, I got messages yesterday that was a beautiful in Regina and Buena Vista and yada yada yada, so that's good too. We're gonna come up, reaching up, stretching, stretching, keeping that going, and we're gonna come here. I think I left my water outside. I was not prepared. I was more about how can I make this work. I've got a nice dark outfit and I've got the background so it's like I'm a silhouette. Yes. We're gonna come across tapping. Tap, tap, tap. And we're gonna come knees coming up, coming across the body. So there's a couple of videos on YouTube for when I thought they wouldn't make it and stay on here. Just so you're aware, you can just use that one link. It always will take you to it. And the information for the dates is there. So you're set. We're gonna come here, our heels coming up. We're gonna come up and down, so I'll show you from a side view. We're gonna come across. Excellent, we're gonna tap back, swing those arms. And then we're gonna come across here. Excellent, we're gonna do skipping rope, heels coming up, coming side to side, or if you want to make it more core, like this area related, do opposite arms as you skip. Beautiful, beautiful, keep that rolling. And we're going to reverse directions, knees coming up. We're gonna slide, bring our arm across and kicking to the side. There's a little breeze here today and it was actually kind of cool. It wasn't bad today here. Not so bad in the morning, it's getting warmer. We're gonna kick across. So we are in the place where the, you know, it's still hot, but yes, it's not bad. Overall today and yesterday there was a little bit of rain, so it's nice, nice, nice. We're gonna come here. There was rain overnight. We didn't actually see that rain. So maybe that cooled it off. Coming side to side. And then we're gonna bring our arms coming in and out. Tapping, tapping. And then we're gonna do celebratory snaps. Have some water, which I left outside on the deck. And I'm gonna be 2 seconds, my apologies. We're gonna grab 2 weights. And we're gonna take 1 weight in our arm here. Oops. Our arm here. And we're gonna pull across. So we'll be having a weight here and rotate. So this is your option if you had a band and we're traveling. This is a great option for travel. It's what I do. And why I'm saying that is some people are like, you are obsessed if you work out while you're away. To me, it's a lifestyle. And I want to keep being strong. And I want to, like, not mentally like that, but like physically have muscles that are functional. Because I don't, if you look at me, I'm not super muscular, right? So, yeah, you want that. We're gonna come across the other way. So we're gonna come from here, up, rotating. And unless you're doing something all the time, you do get atrophy. It's just the way it is. Can't get around it. And meaning your muscles don't stay as strong and you lose muscle mass. And that's just the way it rolls. So we're gonna come here, we're gonna come up and down with the weight. And then we're gonna soften and come over. So I'm working my side body. You don't have to push the weight up. You can just come here if you want to work the side body. I'm going to extend out with a weight. You don't even need a weight. You could be just coming here, holding the weight and loading. Nice and upright. We're going to switch sides. Coming up and over. Excellent, excellent. From here, we're gonna come across the body. So I'll show you side. We're gonna come across and back. My elbows coming across. So where we were coming up and we are coming more, starting here with the weight and across. My feet are in the same direction. Excellent. We're going to come to the other side. Coming through. Excellent, excellent. Good stuff. We're going to keep that rolling. Beautiful, beautiful. So we're going to work this part of our body, our upper back. So we're going to take our weights here and we're going to pull back and out. So you're going to come here and out. You can come out further. If I take one, I can probably 1 foot off. Excellent, good stuff. We're going to put that weight down. We are going to grab our weight. So this is another thing that you can do, and we're going to come up and down. So working the lat, which will, this might feel like arms, but if it's a little bit behind your head, You can see it works that shoulder, yes, but it works that big muscle in the back. Excellent. This is, I've got a bunch of these. This one is resistance 25 to 65. I can feel it. Excellent. So we're gonna come here. We're gonna reach back, coming back. Toward the knee and elbow coming down. So this, we did high, medium, and low. Easy as. You don't have to come all the way to the knee, come to the hip, but that elbow stays nice and low. We're gonna switch sides. So if you have these, having runners on helps, because they slide, or with handles, it's nice because you can hold on. So I'm doing the same thing. Nice and upright. My knees are soft the whole time. Excellent, good stuff. We're gonna do one more before we take a little respite. We're gonna come out and in. You can lengthen your arms more if you want. You're gonna feel this in your back. Excellent, we're gonna do celebratory snaps. Have some water. Excellent. We're gonna come down on the mat. I'm matless. I didn't bring anything for that. And you can do a couple of things. You can have your weights in your hands like such. I'm nice and upright, so I'm gonna show you from a side angle. And my shoulders are down. I'm gonna pull back, pull back. So we're working the back body a lot today. It's a little pull back. So I could make more resistance and pull back further. I'm just doing a little pull from mid-thigh toward the hips. And I'm coming back. So I'll show you from an angle. It's the coming back that makes the work. If you notice, my feet and knees are hip width apart. Excellent. Then we're going to take our weights from mid-thigh, coming back further. So I'll show you from a side angle. And I'm trying to come back a little more. If this bar bothers your back, only come back. So I'm coming back, hip, back, hip, back. Only come as far as you feel okay. We are trying to engage the front body. I'm not collapsing through the front body. I'm doing all the things I can. Excellent. Good stuff. So we're gonna have our knuckles up and our feet a little wider. If you were to use a band, you don't need it. If you don't have a band, you can come into whatever feels good. And I'm gonna reach back. So I'm gonna try to stay back. If I had my weights, then I'd be here. The further back you go, the more you'll engage your front body. I have to bring my legs a little wider, only to stop the band from sliding without shoes. I have runners, I'm just not wearing them. Being stubborn. Excellent. So I'm gonna take, if I had band, one side, and I'm gonna slide this through. But if you have one weight, just place it in one hand. So I don't lose it. And we're gonna come back and up. So if you have one weight, that's all you had in this hand, you would come back up, up. You can put it in the mid body if you want. If it's too hard on one side, we will do that in the end, and the weight will be up and down, like in a hammer curl, kind of. Excellent. We're gonna switch. Coming here. Switching legs. So I'm on vacation. which is awesome. So I have certain things I like to do that are good for my body when it comes to nutrition. And one of the things is I like to have a lot of fruit in the morning. And I'm all about eat the fruit. So there's not as much in the house like that compared to what I normally have. Elbows out, we have our weight here, right in the middle of us. We're gonna do this a couple times. I have it on one foot, I'm gonna do it. And then I'm gonna switch, you can keep going in the middle, coming straight back. So I doubled up, like I bought oranges yesterday, and I just doubled up. So I had twice as much fruit as I would of the same time. And that sort of is the thing to keep the, if you're used to something in a certain way. Excellent, I'm gonna have them keep going with that for just a breath. Yep, we're gonna have a pause, celebratory gong, have some water, and we're gonna come right back to it. Keep on the floor. We're gonna come into a plank. We're gonna roll down, press back, roll down, press back. My knees are hip width apart, and I'm not dropping my hips. I'm trying to stay upright. So yes, this will build arm strength, hand strength, but it will really work from the forehead to the pelvis. Excellent. We're gonna do a few things that are strengthening in the arms, so you're gonna have to, you can take one knee up at a time, or both together. This really works from your pelvis to your belly button. Excellent. We're going to come back in a tabletop. You can do this again, or you can roll cat to cow, or sorry, hands to feet, cat to cow. It's a little bit like a downward dog. It does work the whole body, that one. Excellent. We're going to come into a seated position. I'm going to come sideways. You could have a weight and come to the side, a weight to the side. I'm not going to. I could take my balance because we did a bit already. But if I had a lighter weight, I could. Just be really careful and bend your elbows. Feet are hip width apart. The reason why we do pauses is not just the metabolizing of whatever's going on or the water. It's the pause in your body. So when you go back to it, you're like, okay, I'm feeling this, so I won't go as big on this as I did. And that's good, but you know that. Excellent, we're gonna come here, coming with our feet hip width apart and wider, coming forward and back. You can bring your feet up if you want. You're gonna feel that in this area. Excellent. Then we're going to come here, hands coming back. We're going to kick coming out and back. You can come here. We're going to roll onto our knees and hands. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to come into a tabletop. We're going to take one hand more out, one in, and come down and up. So this will work the whole front body. The further you come back, the more it'll engage around your belly button. So if you want to come all the way back and then come pause, it doesn't have to be fast. My hands are in a split stance. We're going to switch, so I'm going to take the other hand higher up, other hand lower, coming up and back. This is a really good one for when you, all of this kind of, for when you travel, gets your belly going, releases, creates space. We're gonna come wide and we're gonna do a split stance. So one arm is wide, or both arms are wide, one arm is higher, and we're gonna come forward and back. Pause and back. can bring your hips down, just don't lower your hips. I'd have to reach my hands out a little bit further. Don't drop the hips. We're gonna do a split stance the other way. Excellent, excellent. Beautiful, beautiful. Do a couple more. I'm just gonna quickly check the time. Yes, we're gonna pause. Celebratory snaps. Have some water. Excellent. We are gonna come back up. And I'm not gonna use a weight, but I'm gonna pretend this is one weight. We're gonna come here and we're gonna rotate to the side, coming back. My feet are hip width apart, knees, and if you want, this is not a heavy weight, but this is where you could get a heavier weight. I can see you. You know, you're getting old when you make the silly jokes. Anyway. This is the place, they don't have them anymore, but one year, I used these really heavy books that they had here, and wow, that was a bigger workout. I think the books were heavier than the weights I was using. Kind of was a good one. We're gonna come here, half circle. So if you have a heavy weight, you're gonna come here. Excellent. We're gonna take that weight and we're gonna come to the side. So nice and upright, coming to the side, coming up. So if you didn't have a weight, that is perfectly fine. Like this is not a heavy weight, but you can feel how it's supposed to feel without collapsing. I'm nice and upright with my silhouette. Excellent, we're gonna come to the other side. Excellent. We're gonna do circles, closer to the belly button in one direction with a heavier weight, or two lighter weights you could do. You can put them together and then other direction. So because I don't have the heavy weights and I'm not focused on them, I can feel this working this area. I can feel my muscles move. So that's always a good thing. We're gonna put that down. I'm going to have you grab two weights, untether these, and I'm gonna show you from a side view. I'm gonna come and we're gonna come across. So here, across. This band is like the very resistant. You can get ones that are less resistant. So we're coming down, if I had a weight, and coming across. Coming down and across. We're gonna come to the other side, coming down and across. I've heard this called a zillion different things. I've heard it called rapid fire, I've heard it. Anyway, we're gonna come here. You're gonna feel your back. It is lighter weights for this one. Excellent, we're gonna keep that going for a breath, and then we're gonna pause. Excellent. I'm gonna have our weights here, and we're gonna come side to side. So we're gonna just take our weights hip to hip to hip to hip. Very small move, and then pelvis up, pelvis. And then hip to shoulder, and coming across. Beautiful, beautiful. Excellent. We're going to do celebratory slaps. Have some water. We're going to come down and up. Excellent. We're going to come back, come back. We're going to roll our thumbs out and in. We're going to bend the knees coming side to side. Rolling up and over. We're going to press, reach. Heels coming up. So, if you know things that feel good when you travel, that you like to eat, we're going to come here. The other thing is make sure you have parts of that in your everyday, that daily practice that I've talked about for like decades. And if you do other things, that's fine. It's that little core thread of what you have regularly. Here is the one key ticket shiny item I'm going to tell you. If you are on vacation, you have two choices. You can go off the rails and do whatever, which is going to be hard to bounce back from. You can, if you have a healthy diet and healthy habits and 100% are on track, you're golden. That's the time, right? We're going to come here and then coming across. If you don't have healthy habits at all, this is a time to reset. You can actually get out of your space, relax a little bit, coming across, down, across, and coming here. Or if you have a lot of really good healthy habits, like I do, and some not so good ones, like I do, this is a time to take a little pause, and maybe this is the time where you can launch them, because you've got a little more time to do. You know what I'm saying? Excellent. We're going to roll the shoulders back. We're going to take our hands on our hip. We're going to come shoulder down. And then we're going to take our hips side to side to side to side. And then our pelvis back and forth and back and forth. And big circles. And reversing. Excellent. We're going to do 8s. So hips and circles. Like this. Reverse the 8s. And then do lazy 8s. Other direction. We're going to roll back and forth. We're going to reach up. Coming side and up. We're going to gently swing side to side. You can tap your hips. It's funny because every time I seem to do this class, there's laundry going on, and there's laundry going on. We're going to come to the side body. Then coming to the ribs. Then we're going to come to the belly button, tapping and rolling open. And then we're going to come all the way down, all the way up, swing those arms. we're gonna hinge down and arm swinging. You're gonna feel this a little more in the back body. Excellent. We're gonna come side to side, little wiggle, wiggle. Beautiful, rolling shoulders back and forth. Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining me. We're gonna go wiggle, sway, dangle. I almost feel like I could dangle today. That's my thing. We're gonna reach up, stretching, stretching, stretching up, being the big stars we are, wrists and ankles. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for joining.